cause you in the territory. You can choke from the gun smoke.
From the other side.
I'm from the place that we call a black hole. Lots of talent goes to waste, lots of unmet goals. But not me, I had to get it on my own. Paid dues and loans, so I stood alone. I had dreams conceived from the heart. I do this for the ones who never got their start, never got their part. For the piece of the pie, the taste of success gives me peace of mind. The sun don't shine even with the sunflowers. Every day I took the sweet with the sour. I knew my power and owned my strength. Confidence took me to great lengths, cause I'm bold and that comes with age. Take control and blaze my stage. That's something you can't take away. When push meets shove, I made my way. You can choke from the
I'm from the other side.
You can choke from the gun smoke. Where I'm from, you can choke from the gun smoke.
Hey, I'm Tone Capone. I'm the host of Ignite the Night out here in Tampa Bay. Also the host of Waves of the Bay on FM radio 88.5 every Saturday night from 10 until midnight. But I like to represent where I come from, and I've been trying to utilize my quarantine downtime to actually, better myself and work on my interview skills and put on for the hometown at the same time. So I'm from a small town in the middle of Kansas called Junction City, Kansas. And if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. So what I want to do is use my platform to shine light on some of the dope artists that are from or affiliated with my hometown. And this is book number 8 of the Junction City Chronicles. And we got the homie Jay Mizz right here, man. What's up with you, Mizz?
What it do, man. I appreciate you having me, my dog.
Bro, man, thank you for making time to do this for me today, man. I appreciate it for real, man. It's hard to sync everybody's schedules up, and I appreciate you taking time out, man, for real.
My ass rescheduled on the same day. My fault, man.
It be like that sometimes, man. At least you made it. At least you made this thing pop. You know what I'm saying? Because some people reschedule and never reschedule. So there's some people I've been wanting to work with that's just gonna have to get left behind. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. So let me get my questions here, man. I have a few questions I was thinking about for you, bro, specifically. But let me see here. Jay Mizz in the house, bro. That's what's up, man. It's good to see you for real, man. I was trying to get up there for the 4th this year and try to run that show back, but with the whole pandemic and everything, it wasn't happening, man. But
man, that shit was so fun.
Man, that thing was crazy, man. Let's talk about that to begin with, actually, man. Let me thank you for helping make one of my dreams come true, because I always wanted to do a show back home and make it pop, and we definitely did that, man. Like, and I didn't even know how many people were there. Like, I had no idea, like, people were outside in the parking lot just kicking it. Like, the parking lot was all on swole. I had no idea.
Whoa.
Tell me about that, man. How was that experience for you, bro?
Man, it was fun. It was exciting. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, I got the same sentiment you got, man. Like, I didn't think that it was gonna be. I mean, we knew we could, pack it out, right? But
right.
We didn't know that it was gonna be that big. You know, like you said, it had an overflow. Like, people couldn't even, get in. So it was fun, man. Hash was in there. Made it comfortable. Weez performed too. Did his thing.
Yep.
And everybody in there, man, it was love. You know what I'm saying? And that's rare, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's very true, man. It did feel like a reunion, like the whole day of town reunion, not even like a class reunion.
Right. You had people in there from I graduated in 2005, bro. Yeah,
okay.
I seen people from when my older brother graduated, fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just happened that in there, it was just crazy, bro, to see. It's just different, man. It was just a different vibe. And I
turned that shit out too, man. Like,
thank you.
They was doing their thing, but like when you came on, it was just a different energy, man. I don't know what it was, man, but you tore that shit the fuck up, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, and that's what it's about, man. Like, I think that if you gonna perform, then you need to have something to where, like, whether it's one person, 200 people, 20,000, you gotta leave it out there, man. You gotta leave it out there, And when me and Hash did that thing we did. At the end, towards the end, we ain't even playing that. It was just energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you got situations like that, you got your hometown love, and you do something like that, Capone, bro, it's over with.
I promise you, bro. I felt the same way, man. Like my DJ felt the love, and I'm just like, bro, like you don't even know, like that shit hit deep, man. I was like, bet. And it was on the Sundown Salute, and you know Sundown ain't really checking for us anyways. Like,
exactly,
yo,
bro.
That was it, bro.
Do they ever perform? Like, do you ever have rappers at Sundown Salute?
I don't think so.
Bogus
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they don't, man. They be, you know how it is,
bro. Yeah, that's your bogus, bro. Fuck that. Come on, man. Put somebody up there. Yeah.
For real. Somebody's well deserving of being up there, man. Yeah. And that's what this whole series is just, highlighting, because you guys are talented as fuck too, man. And it's just like, I'll be representing down here in Tampa, and people are like, yo, you're from Kansas City? I was like, yo, I lived in KC for like 3-4 years, but I'm from Junction City, Kansas. Right. So I try to put on for the junk at all times, man. And appreciate you and Hash, bro. Like, it's crazy because y'all are back-to-back episodes, man. So he's going to be debuting this week, and then you're going to be dropping next week. Okay. But when it comes to, like, to being, like, a solo artist, yeah, shout out to Survival, man. When it comes to being a solo artist, I see you working with Hash a lot. Yeah. So what is the type of energy that he brings to you, and what's so enjoyable about that?
Man, like, working with him, it's a good energy because I know, besides lyricism, right? Because we all know Hash can rap. So everybody know that.
Right.
But he give you authenticity, bro, and that's rare, A lot of people you hear rich off their first mixtape. Like, bro, you not. You know what I mean? Of course, there's those certain few that obviously are really talking about what they do, and he's one of them, right? So
straight up.
You know what I mean? So just the energy he got in that aspect of it, like he know himself. So just me working with him, bro, is crazy, bro. And I mean, on the cool, like, man, we got other stuff that didn't even come out. You know what I mean? So working with him, he bring the best out of you just because his pen game is nice, and he also telling the truth, bro. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, so
he's necessary. You need that in the game these days, man. That's kind of like how I say like Jeezy was to begin with, but not as lyrical. Like Jeezy wasn't a lyricist like Hash is, but he's bringing that real to you and unapologetic with it too.
And you being in Florida, that's like a trick daddy.
Straight up, yeah.
The most authentic person you could probably be. You know what I mean? So just being that, like, and him being older than me and still relevant, stuff like that is just, what I'm saying, rare to come by a component. For him to still be able to rap like that, come on, bro. I'm going to rock with it every time.
How did y'all link up to begin with?
Oh, man. He's older than me, so shout out my homie, Joe. JR Stainless. He tapped us in for real. And ever since then, it was on, bro. Like, soon when Hash got out, I knew he was rapping with Chinsky too. You know what I'm saying? Chinsky, my guy. And he was telling me Hash rap too. You know what I'm saying? And bro, we just tapped in from there, and it's been up ever since. Like, now it's a rap, bro. Like, we got other shit that we ain't even put out. You know,
I'm waiting on it, man. He was talking that y'all have a whole project ready.
A whole project, bro. It's called, it's still Sharp and Steel. I'm just throwing it out there, and it's just him and me going. You know what I mean? Like, some things, like, he has boom bap element, right? So we got boom bap records. I'm like a little 808 in there, throw a little bass in there, still can rap era, right? So I got some of those in there. So it's best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? And I think that people from all ages gonna enjoy it. And like I said, I don't think personally, like in real life, I'm obviously humble. I don't think nobody fucking with me when I rap. You know what I mean? He don't think nobody fucking with him when he rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, so let's do it then. And he was like, I bet. So it's really us challenging each other, helping each other at the same time, dog. Because I ain't gonna let him out rap me on my song on not Fresher Than You, but not the one we dropped with Joe. But we had another one component I did on my album, No Days Off. And I said it. I said it, bro. I said it on my Snap. I said it on my damn live. I was like, Hash got me on that one. You feel me?
That thing be riding, boy.
Thank you. And it's slide.
That thing be riding, boy.
Thank you. It's slide, bro. And I'm like, okay, you got me on that one, bro. I'm not gonna let it happen again, though. You feel me? It's not happening again. He might tell you it will, but that's my dog. But he just bring that energy, bro, to answer your question. I know I kind of elaborated, but
I'm with it, man. I love it, Doug. I like to hear the stories, bro. Like that's the thing that's come out of this right here, like that I wasn't expecting. You know, like I knew I could talk to y'all, get to ask a couple questions, whatever. But the stories I've been hearing have just been remarkable, dog. I'm all for this shit, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
He's a dope dude, bro. Show's a dope dude too. So
yeah,
hopefully we get some in the future as well. But
I can't wait to talk to him too, man, because I know his younger sister. I know Queema. Me and Queema grew up together, so I didn't really get to know Lee like that, but I know Queema like that. So
I wonder if you know So Capone, you know my brother. You know Roderick?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I do. He looked just like you, a little bit skinnier, darker.
Right.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a class of 2000 right here. So, but I left. What happened with me? Like I left when I was like halfway through freshman year, and I moved to Kansas City, and then I ended up moving back home about halfway through senior year because I wanted to move back home and graduate with my people. So I came back and graduated. So I missed a few years in there, but when I was there, I was getting it in. And I came up. I went to middle school at St. X. But my mom didn't want me to go to the middle school for whatever reason. So, yeah, and that was a whole nother experience. I grew up in Westwood and went to St. X, and yeah, St. X was whack, but it was all right just because of the people I had with me. Right. We was close knit, but St. X was whack. So
when you moved to the city, where you went to, like Schlegel? Where you went to?
No, I went to Park Hill. I was right by the airport.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right by where Zona Rosa is at right now in KC.
Got you. I know you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I was out there and held it down, man. But what happened was I was in a class meeting, and there's like 330 people in the class or whatever, bro. And I'm sitting here counting how many colored folks we got and how many minority folks we got in the whole class. Out of 330, there were 16, bro. Coming from Junction City, there was 16. I was like, the next day, I was like, Mom, I want to go back home and go graduate with my people. Like the very next day, I was like, no, I'm good. Crazy shit, man.
I'm glad you went back. I'm glad you went back.
That's kind of like a leeway into this. Actually, explain Junction City for people that don't know what Junction City is, man.
My perspective, it's a melting pot. You know what I mean? Like my dad, Junction City, you got people, like you, Capone, that was in Westwood, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Growing up, people like me that my dad was in the Army for Raleigh, but I'm born in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? I used to live in Louisiana, you know what I mean? And then moved to Kansas because of the Army. And I ended up.
How old were you when you moved out here or out there?
It was twice, actually. I was
really?
Because at first I came in the 4th and 5th grade. Okay. And then I left in the 6th grade. And then I came back in the 9th and the 10th grade. So bro, that shit crazy. So I came back.
You don't really hear that too often, yo.
Yeah. And I graduated from Junction City like that. And that's how I knew, Drew and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drew, dope music. And that's how it actually landed for me. So it was a melting pot for real. And that's how I met people that was just like me. My homie B-Lo, Flip, he from New Orleans, but he stayed in the town, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, from my aspect, I got like the melting pot part, you know what I'm saying? But then I linked with the homies that was from there. Then it was on ever since, you know what I'm saying? And they accepted me. And, you know what I mean? It was totally opposite from where I was from, bro. It was crazy because, like, Louisiana, until Wayne, nobody was gangbanging, bro, in Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah, it was like projects. Like, I stayed in like the nice part, but I was in Willow Park, and then they had right across the street it was Azalea Park, and then behind that was Fruity Town, and then they had like Vise, Truman, you know what I'm saying? So, but I came to Kansas, I was so green, I didn't know. I came to Kansas, and like they used to wear what you call soldier rags, like, you know what I'm saying, Louisiana. It's just a bandana. It didn't matter what color it was. Feel me? I came to Louisiana with a blue one on my right side. So obviously I ain't a Crip, you know what I'm saying? I don't even gangbang. You know what I'm saying? So my second day of school, all the homies, you know what I'm saying, that was flamed up. You know how that go. He was like,
I do. I definitely know how that goes.
You know how that goes. So, the second day, they check my temperature. Like, bro, what you doing with all that, that blue on? You got a blue. I'm like, I don't even know what y'all talking about. And they heard my accent and all that. So they was like, oh, okay, you clearly ain't from here. You know what I mean? And, nothing really came from it. You know what I'm saying? It was still all love. And obviously till this day is all love, man. That's one of the best cities ever, man. Junction City. Man, everybody.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
People don't understand, like, JC, because, like, the proximity next to the military base, like, a lot of shit's been going on in the junk for decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit used to go down out there. And, like, when I went to, like, dig this shit, bro. Like I told you, I went to Kansas City, man. They didn't have any metal detectors in the school at Kansas City. We had metal detectors in Junction City High School, yo. Like, so I'm coming from this to that. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like, it was, and gangs was out there heavily, yo. Like, for such a small town, niggas was banging.
Exactly. And that's something I didn't know because I ain't never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I finally seen it, I was like, okay, it's politics. You know what I'm saying? You got to play how it goes. So, I'll just, with the homies and everything was being cool with me
Cut
anyway.
That shit out.
Yeah. And that wasn't even my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said before, it's just speaking on hash, speaking on myself. I know myself, bro. So I ain't like trying to be, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I can have it anyway. That ain't me, fool. Like, I hoop, you know what I'm saying? I could probably out-rap anybody and shit like that. So that was just been me, you know what I mean? And they accepted that because I never tried to be something I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't about to do that.
That's hilarious,
shit.
Yo.
Yeah.
Like, because you graduated 05, I graduated 2000, and it's the same experience, bro. Like, that's just funny as fuck.
See? So I'm like, you niggas like, bro, he's like, where you from? I'm like, nigga, I'm from Louisiana, man. They heard my accent, and it was like, oh, yeah, you don't even know what the fuck you doing. I had a
Were you
flag
excited to come back or what, man? Because that had to be kind of crazy. Like, you never hear about people coming back.
Oh, yeah, it was different, man. But I got the best of both worlds, Capone, because, like, when you go to Louisiana, bro, you hearing, like, Boosie Webby, Juvie, right? Mm-hmm. BG, It's All On You, Volume 1 and 2. Man, you listen to the Big Timers, shit like that. And then when I came, you know what I'm saying? Then when I came in, like, the 6th grade, like, everybody was listening to, like, Jay-Z, DMX, Terror Squad, shit like that. So I got the best of both worlds because I like music anyway. So I'm like, my brother would be like, man, cut that shit off. Like, I'm listening to Busta Rhymes When Disaster Strikes in my room. And they're like, what the fuck are you listening to, bro? Turn that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put some Juvie on or something. And I'm like, nah, bro, this shit dope because they both saying the same thing. Like, Jay-Z saying the same thing as Juvie, bro. Like, Juvenile saying
just a different way.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm soaking it up. I'm like, man, this is like some genius shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Juvenile said, in these times we got to hustle because our pockets be hurting. Jay-Z saying, I'm out for presidents to represent me. Same thing. They both trying to get some money, but they saying it different, And I embraced it. And eventually my brothers did too. And it was just weird, man. Like, when I came back the next time, it was opposite. Like, everybody listening to Webby. Everybody listening to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listening to Wayne. The only New York artist that niggas is listening to is 50.
50 probably. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
But in Louisiana, everybody listening to Jay. I'm like, shit flipped backwards. You know what I'm saying? And essentially what happened in 2005, 2001 really, when the Carter dropped. So when that happened, Capone is essentially what we see today. It's all Southern music, you know what I mean? Everybody rapping Southern and shit like that. But I always was more like, even though I love Juvenile and I love Pimp C, UGK, whatever, like, I always try to style my shit like a New York artist, or like even some Midwest artists, because I felt like my palette was like that. You know what I mean? I was always a big reader, you know what I mean? Always had a way with words, and I would just jot shit down. And like one day, I don't know who party we was at, man. You know what I'm saying? We was just out there sipping. B came on, everybody playing around freestyling. I just started playing around freestyling too. And when I went, I was just fucking around too, like, you know what I mean? But when I went, everybody like looking at me like, what the hell? You know? And I'm just looking back at them like, damn, I say something wrong? You know, what the fuck? And then like, that's when we had the prepaid phones, fool. You know, the ones that cut off at like 7? You know what I mean? You go use it on the weekend and shit. So, like that was a weekend, so I'm just getting like the little text messages, you know? You can only have on your little Nokia, a little small ass text, but everybody was like, boy, your ass can rap, you know? And I ain't never taken it serious.
That's the beginning right there?
It was the beginning, but I ain't taking it serious because I hooped.
Yeah.
So I fucked around, got a scholarship, bro, and I was hooping.
And when I met you, the first thing I said was like, damn, you taller than I thought
you
were.
did say that, but that shit was funny.
You were like 6'3", 6'4"? You about 6'4", yeah.
Yeah. You was like, nigga, you tall as fuck. I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Because I'm 6 foot, so about 6'3" and 6'4" is when I noticed a tall motherfucker right there. It's like 6'2", whatever, like you in my bracket, about 6'4". It's like, all right, you a little bit taller than me, bro.
Exactly. You look like, damn, you big, bro. I was like, yeah, man. I hooped. And
was you hooping for Grimmett or what?
Yeah, I hooped for Grimmett. You know it. You know I hooped for Grimmett.
That's right after. That's what's up.
You know, Jew and them niggas was gone already, so it was like, shit, bro. It was like,
so you was pretty much leading the squad at that point, then, huh?
Junior, yeah, bro. Like,
because it was we was gone in like 2000, and then it was LaShawn and Adrian and Justin.
LaShawn was a beast. The left hand, talking about left hand, LaShawn.
Yeah,
nice fool. You know, Justin a beast. Yeah,
Justin ain't even the best Rose, bro.
You think Josh was? Or Jew?
It's Josh, bro. Jew is a mixture of both, man. Them three together.
Deadly. It's over with.
I've seen them in their prime, bro. Them three together. Yeah, that nigga Josh, boy, that was a motherfucker in his day, boy.
For real?
For real.
I just remember him being on once the fire station closed and everybody was going over to 12th Street. I just remember that nigga catching oops all the time. I remember that shit. I was like, man, I want to hoop like that nigga, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy, bro. Like, I came my sophomore year back. When I came back, I was hooping. Like, the first game, nigga had like a 30 ball. I'm like,
so they couldn't tell you nothing.
Yeah, and then they moved me up. I ain't even gonna flex though. When they moved me up, like my sophomore year, bro, I was playing JV and then like a little bit of varsity, but I wasn't getting no buckets like that like my sophomore year. But junior, senior year came, that worked out. But fast forward, after I was done graduating, the homie M. Dot reached out to me, bro. Shout out to him, Code KMD, that's for life. He reached out to me. And he was like, man, we try to make something happen. And that's when it really went on from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just him being a man believing in me pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I'm gonna try to make it shake for you. You know what I'm saying? Until this day, that's my partner. You know what I mean? Him,
right?
J.R. Stainless, you know what I'm saying? Hash, obviously you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things where we like, y'all support, bro. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It's love, man. Like, and you make complete sense because this is one thing about the town. Like, I can be in whatever city I'm in. Like, I can go to, let's say Orlando right now. I'm right down the highway, but let me say I'm going to Orlando. And whoever I notice from the jump that's in Orlando, I'll reach out to them and we can link up whenever. You know,
whenever.
It's that type of love, man. It's just like for most people. Some folks don't get that treatment. But you get what you give, you know what I'm saying? So
true.
And
and I'm like, you know, and I'm not even gonna be like no bougie nigga and be like, oh, I charge for shows. Cause like I ain't gonna charge for shows like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me $500 rack or some shit. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna gotta give me like 4 bands or something. That's wild. But like when you reached out and you was like, man, I want to do a show, I'm like, man, I'll do that shit ASAP.
I appreciate it, bro.
You know what I mean? Of course, bro.
Because I was listening to the music beforehand, so I was already a fan of Mizz season. So I'm just like, man, let me holler at this dude and see if he's gonna be back home or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying?
That thing came together so nice. Let me shout out David Lasser actually, because he's the one that helped handle a whole bunch of stuff. Man. Like, he handled all the heavy work with this one. So yeah, shout out to my brother.
Shout out David for sure. Yeah, man, this shit, bro, it's crazy. We got so much talent out there, bro. That shit ain't even fair, man. I can name, bro, Hash, Red, Drew, me, you on the radio side.
That nigga Drew doing this thing right now, man.
Bruh, I'm telling you, and it's so many, fool. Like even before Weez, before me, you know, shit, Chinsky when he was rapping, you know, but he just do the track thing now. Shit, Mighty Mike, he younger than me, he could rap. You know what I mean? It's like so many people you can just name on top of your head that I feel like could go toe to toe with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And
so what do you think the problem is, or the obstacles, or what's blocking?
I'm gonna come clean, bro. What I tell you is what I told everybody. I think it's lack of camaraderie. I think 100%. I think, and not ego. It's just lack of camaraderie. Like I can give you an example. Like Atlanta have a song and it'll be Gucci Man featuring 2 Chainz and Lil Baby and Quavo. They keep it all in house. You dig what I'm saying? So I think it's just lack of that, bro. So like I think that whoever the person that we choose to push, whether it's me, whether it's a Hash, whether it's whoever, I think that we just should keep it in house. I honestly do. Like, if Hash make an album, he should put all Junction artists on there. And I'm at fault for that too, because like on my mid-season, the dude that you hear singing Lonely Band, shout out to him, he's from this area. You know what I mean? And I could have easily just got somebody from the town to do it. And that's stuff that I learned, you know, on the way. So I think, to answer your question, like I said, I think it's just lack of camaraderie, bro. We could be a conglomerate, fool. We could really come out and like change shit. Cause do you know anybody from Kansas besides XV, right? That really, you know what I mean? That really,
XV is the one, dog.
Yeah, he's the one. You know what I'm saying? And I know I fuck with music tough. Like I go all the way back to Joan Jett. You know what I mean? Like any genre of music. So for us not to champion behind somebody, to me, that don't make no sense. It don't matter who it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't got the ego, and I don't think anybody else do. I just don't think we see that bigger vision. Because, man, Drew hot right now, right? Like you said, Drew hot right now.
That Marry Me track is fire.
Dope as fuck.
Fire. Yeah.
And I'm telling people when I see him in person to download it. Like, download this shit. Things that I won't ever have to show on the social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we should champion behind Marry Me. Let that motherfucker Drew get in the game first with Marry Me and then bring us all in, Capone. It could happen. And I'm not saying to bring everybody with you or, you know, something like that, but
bring the ones that have the talent that's capable of
boom, 100%. 100%. And we could do it, bro. Drew a fly dude. He got a dope single. He's marketable. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Get it. We all put in, shoot a video for that nigga. And we all pull up to his video. We all in there. You know what I'm saying? But just one of them things, Capone, where you just don't have that, like you said. And then I be looking at Atlanta and I'm be like, bro, they got a good 10 more years, bro. They run that shit, you know? And it's all Atlanta artists, fool. Like,
yeah. Different
crazy.
waves of it too, different age brackets, man.
Exactly. We listen to Jeezy, right? We listen to T.I., probably. People say that's our age bracket. But if you look at this shit right now, besides the Baby, it's Gunna, Thug, Lil Baby, Quavo, Migos,
all of them.
City Girls. You know what I'm saying? So for people to say that it don't happen, you're out your mind, dog. Yeah, out their mind. And I'm with it. Like I want to just champion behind somebody. You don't even gotta be me. You know what I'm saying? Like just champion behind somebody, dog. I'm with that shit. And we'll make it.
Well, explain yourself as an artist for anybody that hasn't heard you yet. Because I got some music here. I'm gonna play a track here, but I want you to tell the people like who Jay Mizz is as an artist, you know?
Jay Mizz that's a good question, Capone. Damn, that's a good question. Jay Mizz as an artist, honest, People won't say this, but vulnerable. Like I'll definitely let you in. Man, I think that I definitely put a lot of thought into it. I'm in my head a lot as an artist. Witty. And most important, I still got the old school, quote unquote, old school way of wanting to be the best. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely not going to give you no bullshit. From beat selection to what I choose to write down or not write down is not going to be terrible. So as an artist, I'm definitely going to give you one of the best listens you probably can experience as from a local artist. You know? I know you're going to play the track, but like mid-season, what I gave people was actually for the 4 seasons, but they're actually emotions, right? So you start with wintertime. Wintertime is usually when you plan. So those songs go into that. And then you have springtime. That's the time where you collect those and go. Then you got summertime where you act a fool. That's why you got tracks that kind of sound a little more hype. And then in the fall, that's just what you do is fall back. You always collect your thoughts and go from there. So that was the whole thing behind mid-season. And you know, that's what I'm going to give people every time. Every time. Definitely something that you could make timeless, bro. I think that shit could be listened to forever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it could be. And Tony, you could probably tell me if you think different, but I don't think that shit. I don't think it could be a time where you can't listen to it. I don't think.
There's so many different, just like you said, man. Like there's so many different feelings. That whatever you're feeling, you can at least hear a couple 3 tracks.
Exactly.
For real.
Exactly, bro. And I'm glad you said that. And that's what I want people to have, bro. I want you to feel something. I don't want you to just like be like, nigga, this beat cold. And you like dance to it. Like I want you to feel your first breakup, nigga. I want you to feel when you cheated on your bitch and you felt like you felt bad. Them arguments did happen. I want you to feel that shit because that's what real life is. Motherfuckers ain't buying APs and rollies, bro. Stop playing. You feel me? Like the only one I know is the homie Red. You feel me? He'll throw
that nigga's just he's an exception to the rule.
He's an exception. That's a fly nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, shout to Red. That's a fly nigga. That's the only nigga I see with a real bust down on. You feel me? And that's literally one out of I don't know how many rappers I know. Yeah. And he the only one that, you know what I'm saying? So shit. Ain't nobody else really busting down APs and busting down bricks. Cut the shit, bro. You know? So that's not making nobody feel nothing. So I want you to know, but people do cheat on their bitch. You know what I'm saying? Component. People really do argue. People really do got 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? So I want Jay Mizz as an artist. I want you to feel something, bro, for sure. So if
that's like the greatest answer to that question right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and lead into Leveled Up because I want to go ahead and play that one, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Leveled Up. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna talk in just a moment.
Bet.
Leveled up. Yeah. I'm trying to birth a brand new type of rap in this game, man. No cesarean, that's why I really don't fuck with a lot of these niggas, man. It's like I'm marrying, you know exactly what happened when the flow's at stake, right? This shit get rare again, that's why I can't see a rapper ever sonning me, no. They better off having the again. Man, a nigga out here grinding like a skateboard underneath me till my pockets full of paper like my pants just got TP. Making art for the streets, people calling that graffiti with them lines over their head like Rafiki. Y'all don't hear me? I'm on fire with the flow, now it's flames out my mouth like I'm Ricky Steamboat. From here on out, man, it's all about the dough. It don't matter if I'm headlining or opening the show, right? Yeah, cause that there is a must. Nigga, fuck your team and KMD, I trust. That boy been on edge, man, don't make him show his tusk. Damn, what's gotten enemies, but you need a reminder. I done leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done leveled up. Leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done. Mid-season again, my nigga, oh Oh shit, what happened to the team and they all switch? Y'all still trying to get cheese, nigga? All Swiss. Oh, y'all really trying to ball, huh? All switch. That boy is a monster. Mine's got a punch drunk. That's agenda bias. Flow in the future, call that minana. I'm just trying to see what I get out life's pinata. You know how that thing go. They can't fuck with us for fabulous, make them want a little more. You can't even register what I got in store, man. I'm on fire with this thing, fantastic, quote. Superhero line, huh? Sticking to the green like a weed grinder. They cannot see me, they got horse blinders. Then what's gotten in the mix? What you need a reminder? I done leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. Y'all can tell the whole city I done leveled up. I done. Young nigga.
That was leveled up, man. I want to take it back, go a little bit old school with the Mizz. That way we can go a little bit forward with the, with the Mizz season and see the progression, man. So, for one, that was a dope ass track.
Thank you.
Still is a dope ass track. But when you listen to that right now and you compare that to your new music, like what do you hear growth wise?
Oh man, a ton of maturation, bro. I mean, like that record's almost childish. Going back, listening to what I had now, like on one of the songs, like I'm talking about leveled up. I'm just talking about the money I'm stacking and stuff like that, and all that dumb shit, and just the maturation, like from Fresher Than You is a little more current. And I say on there, like I just built a house in the backyard, but fuck all of that. I'm here to just boast on my wife. She just be cancer. We win in that life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Love what you have is my best advice. It's something I shouldn't have to say twice. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So definitely when I look back and hear that, I hear a little more childish, bro. It's, it's things that really
it's just a younger you.
Right. A younger me that's out for things that really don't matter, Capone. And I mean that shit, bro. Like now, it's just crazy, bro. I feel like an old man that got like a pipe in his mouth and a goddamn Kango on. I'm waking up because of people I'm influenced by and talk to now. I'm looking at stocks and shit. It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm trying to find out how to get vending machines in certain places and shit like that. You know what I mean? Just things that matter more to where I could probably leave something for somebody else. So I think going back, like you said, the younger me was definitely a lot more childish, bro. Like and also, and I can admit this, I was definitely like we leveled up. They got a couple other singles that I was searching for that one. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's gonna be on the radio. It's gonna be a hit. Blah blah blah. And I don't do that no more either, man. I'd be like, bro, I gotta stay true. I was veering off a little bit. You can hear it and leveled
That's
up.
Grown folk right there, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like I haven't done music in a minute, man. But when I listen to tracks that I did when I was like 25, it's a completely different tone, yo. Like I've been with my wife for 9 years now. Like just being together, we've been married for 3 years now. But before those 9 years, it's just like that was a whole nother nigga right there, bro. Like I ain't had no kids. Like it was just a completely different motherfucking time. So I hear music from that time, and it just takes me back to that time. But then at the same time, I'll be like, man, I kind of was like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I was like that. And, first of all, congratulations on you and your wife.
Thank you, bro.
Sure. Like you said, I was a wild guy. You know what I mean? I was, And when it took me back there and I listen to that now I listen to Stay Down, it's the complete opposite. Like you listen to Leveled Up, I'm talking about like, I'm about to birth a brand new type of rap in this game, man. But like Stay Down is like, fuck the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
because you found your sound, man. I would compare that to Nipsey and Victory Lap. You know what I'm saying? Because Nipsey been putting in work. When Victory Lap came out, you could tell like it was that time. Like everything came together and it was that time. And that's kind of how I feel about like you as an artist. Like you know who you are, and you're not gonna check for none of that other shit. Like it's just gonna be you.
Facts. Thank you for that too. Thank you for you like recognizing that. Like most rappers ain't gonna admit that they looking for that from their peers, bro. I look for that from my peers, especially ones I respect, such as yourself, or like a Hash, or like a Show. You know what I'm saying? I look for like people be like, I ain't looking for recognition from them niggas. Like, bro, yes you are. Like, you know, and you know what I mean? Like
everybody needs that validation, man.
100%. Because other than that, why are you rapping? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you putting this together besides trying to get accolades and gain a little bit of capital? You want some money, but you also want to be looked at as like, yo, I'm you know, my most authentic and also on top of this sport that we doing. You know what I mean? So for anybody to say that they're not, come on, bro, stop. You know? Yeah, cut the shit, bro. I want you to be Charlemagne. I want you to be a syndicated radio in 50-some countries. You know what I mean? That's what I want for Capone, fool. And I want Mizz to be, if, you know, I don't think nobody ever gonna be Drake. You know, this nigga got 2 diamond singles. I don't think nobody ever gonna be that big, but, you know, I want to be known, like recognized, he's not to be fucked with when he's rapping because he got something to say. So for somebody to say that they not, especially by their peers, bro, you tripping. You know,
they bullshitting is what it was. They're trying to save face is what that is, man.
And that's my brother's favorite quote. He's like, bro, I don't listen to rap because I don't like being lied to. You know, and that always stuck with me. He hate rap, bro. Like he listen to R&B and like NPRs and shit. Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? But
grown man shit,
bro. That's his vibe. That's his straight vibe.
With a cigar and shit, nigga. That's what
right. And I'm like, bro, what you listening to? He'll be like, man, I'm just trying to find out on his TED Talk how to, you know, make sure that whatever Frisco bought or some shit. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, nigga, what are you listening to music wise? And he'll say like, bro, I don't even listen to rap. You know? He's like, I don't even listen to rap because he's like, I hate when people lie to me. I'm like, oh my God, bro. But I love that quote though, you know?
It's the truth though, man. A lot of rappers front. A lot of rappers are not what they claim to be.
Yeah, bro.
Look at your boy 6ix9ine. I mean, he's a perfect example of that shit, bro. But we are from a different age group than that motherfucker because the time frame, just like you said, when you moved to Junction City and they checked you on that shit, you can imagine the time frame that I came up in. Like that shit's not happening.
Bro, I think your era, it would. I don't
that shit. I'm surprised he would have been.
I don't want to death on nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Damn, bro. You know,
that shit would have been real, bro.
It would have been real, bro. Like, come on, my nigga, you not about to come out here and you telling? Oh my God.
Happy about that shit, man. He ain't even tripping on that shit.
With Red,
he about to get paid though, man.
You seen he doing that online concert? You seen that shit? $6.99.
I saw he's doing something, man, like pay-per-view or some shit.
He about to make, I think, 5 off of that, like 5 M's. What's the game came to, bro? I mean, it is what it is, I guess. You know, I ain't gonna complain about it. I think we still got a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
It is crazy, man. It is crazy. What I want to do, we're talking about our age bracket or our era of hip hop. Let's let them play Stay Down, man, because this is 100% unapologetically Mizz right here, man. So, and we've been playing this on the radio show, man. Thank you for sending me the clean version. I appreciate that, bro, because that's one other thing I want to, not even just Junction City artists, but artists out here in Tampa Bay, any artist that's listening to this right now, pay attention. You guys need to get radio edits of your songs when you're at the studio. And if the producer or the engineer is saying that they're not going to do it, then go to another motherfucking studio. Because you're trying to get on the radio, I can't play this shit. You know what I'm saying? If me and Spaceship is out here doing a children's museum fundraiser and we want to play some hip hop, which can happen, it needs to be clean. I can't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? So just get that and then get a show version of your track. That way when you're out here, you're not rocking over your whole damn song. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a jewel for any artist out there, right there, man. Thank me later with that shit.
Low key, bro. Low key, bro. You a saint for even telling people that. That's free game.
That's free game right there.
That's free game, bro. Like,
yeah.
Motherfucker better take that run with, man. They ain't listening, bro.
Jot that shit down.
Jot that down, fool. You just gave free game.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, man. But yeah, this is Stay Down by the homie Jay Mizz. We'll be right back with Junction City Chronicles. This is book number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I took time, walked to analyze the game, you know. Clone flow, I see they sounding all the same, you know. That's gonna have you sidelined in this game, you know. I'm trying to make it to the fucking Hall of Fame, you know. I know people that'll kill me for a name, you know. You can't trust a soul, how you going insane, you know. Talk to God, he said you gon' go through pain, you know. But in the end, it'll work out every time, you know. Look. It's Return of that Jedi. Gotta do it to the max. Well, I can't let this life pass me by. Some Tony Hawk and that mean grind my fly guys, my co-pilot. Got Joe with me with his chains on. That thing an icebox. That boy a little giant, oh man. Dung Beetle, how I flip shit. Bar after bar, I went popcorn with this hit. I don't look to no one, I speak to my spirit. I ask my subconscious and sit back and listen in it. Man, fuck the women, fuck the club. That's gonna always be the, always be the, always be the, yeah. Man, fuck the clothes, fuck the cars, that's gonna always be there. Stay down, yeah, stay down, yeah, stay down. Hustle hard with your team, nigga. Stay down, yeah, stay down, yeah, stay down. Hustle hard with your team, nigga. Yeah. Verse 2 for the enemy. When you look in the mirror, know I'm your friend and enemy. When you on the high street, know it's a bigger entity. And when you feel weak, call on God, not SWV, amen. There I go with the 90 quotes. These Escobars, not Pablo. Talking Godson, yeah, not flow. So one mic, all I need though. When you write, know who you writing for. Cause most won't understand change. Like when Mike starts getting lighter, bro. Oh man. Be blessed that you got choice. It's cutthroat out here and you don't want with a voice. Buy back the whole block. Ross had a point. Learned that in my school days. Spike Lee joint. Remember they can't all come cause it's not in the plans. When you down on your luck, you find out who's your man. Keep spitting this hot, won't have to worry about fans. And I'll be here anytime if you need advice, fam. Until then, man, fuck the women, fuck the club. That's gonna always be the, always be the, always be the, yeah. Man, fuck the clothes, fuck the cars. That's gonna always be there. Stay down, yeah, stay down, yeah, stay down. Hustle hard with your team, nigga. Stay down, yeah, stay down, yeah, stay down. Hustle hard with your team, nigga.
This is the Junction City Chronicles, book number 8. I'm Tone Capone. We got Jay Mizz right over here. We just heard Stay Down, one of my jams, man. Like I said, thank you for sending the radio edit to me because we've been playing that on our show. We premiered it, and then we just been playing it here and there. It's in rotation.
Right.
So I appreciate it, man. That shit fire.
I appreciate you too, man. Yep, vice versa. I appreciate you.
Yeah, fire. So what I want to know about you, man. When it came... Let's talk about the name, man. What was your first artist name? I know it wasn't Jay Mizz.
Nah, it wasn't, bro. It was Mickey. I got big, hey, bro. I got big ass ears, and I had like a little bald fade, bro. So I look like Mickey Mouse, bro. So he's called me Mickey, fool. Dead ass, bro. That was my first one, bro. No bullshit, bro. No bullshit. And they, I got Mizz though. I don't even know if he's gonna ask me now. I don't know why I jumped into that. I don't even know if he's gonna ask me that, Capone. But
come on with it, because I'm pretty sure I was.
Okay, I got Mizz because like growing up, I wouldn't even smile, bro. I don't want to incriminate myself, but niggas that do some shit come up a little bit, and even though inside I'm ecstatic, bro, I'm hyped, like, you know what I mean? I just never smile.
Can't give it away.
Can't give it away. So they'd be like, you look miserable. So I got Mizz out of it. First name's Jamal. Boom. Jay Mizz, you know? And it always stuck with me. And ever since then, man, it's just been on. And my brother was K Stu. And he got his tattoos on his hands. He got them removed. But his was K Stu because it was for stupendous. You know what I'm saying? This nigga hella arrogant. Well, not no more, but you know, you 18, you know.
Yeah.
I was 16 when I got mine, but we was 18, you know, think you on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I got my nickname. And just stuck with me ever since, bro. And nowadays I'll smile a little more, you feel me? But for the most part, nah. But it's just because I don't smile, you know what I'm saying? I either laugh hysterically or just like, how I am now. You know what I mean? Like, I just be like, how I am now, you know? So they just be like, you know, they be like, I look miserable, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just stuck with me. But yeah.
How old were you when you wrote your first song?
First song. Whew, I was probably, well, believe it or not, first song, like complete, probably Cool Table, bro. Did you hear my first album? Did you hear We'll Figure It Out? It's on iTunes.
I'm gonna go look it up when I head out.
Okay.
For real.
Okay, that's probably my first complete song I ever wrote. Like hook, bridge, and verses. That's probably my first song I ever wrote. Yep. That was one of the most therapeutic experiences I ever had. It's actually hosted by you spoke on it earlier. Nipsey Hussle's DJ is actually the one that's hosting the tape. So DJ VIP, he actually did it.
That's some shit.
Ain't that some shit? He fucked with the records. We sent it to him. Well, Marcus sent it to him and was like, we want somebody to host it. Because a couple people asked. We even asked Drama. And I think Drama asked for like 11 bands. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, we can't really know what the numbers will do outside of Kansas. So we don't want to risk $11,000. You know what I'm saying? So I think VIP did it for like next to nothing, bro. He was just like, I liked it, man. He was like, just send it over. And he put some drops in there a little bit. Capone, we kept going back and forth, telling them what we wanted. And finally it came out. And, you know, I got Crystal, shout out to Crystal Foxworth. She sang on Cool Table. And that was before we got them, you know, 40-minute albums that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
The song by itself, Capone, I think is 5.5 minutes, bro.
You took it back to the 70s with that shit.
Right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like on Disco Inferno type shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and like the whole beat change and everything is super dope. We got a chant on there. And I wrote. That's the first thing I ever wrote. And it was dope as fuck. And I started writing for other people. And that's where I got, for real, like, that's where I got better. Because you basically gotta have somebody else's personality pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's an R&B singer, you gotta think, quote unquote,
move it out a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly, move it out a little bit. Exactly, just like you said. If you got like a hardcore lyricist, you gotta boom bap the fuck out of that. Mm-hmm. So that's when I really perfected it. And now, believe it or not, Capone, me and M. laugh every till this day. It's hard for me to write, like, you know, Stay Down?
Yeah.
The one you just played, I freestyled it.
Really?
Yeah, because I couldn't. Once again, like I said, I like being vulnerable, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't write quote unquote dumbed down songs. I can't do it. That's my challenge. And M. Joe, even Hash, they was like, bro, just keep trying to challenge yourself to write those. That shit's so hard for me to do, bro, because I'm so in my head. I be trying to write this shit, Capone, and I'm like, man, fuck
shit,
that.
too basic. Yeah.
It's too, yeah, like I can't do it. And I was in Austin and I had the beat. I bought the beat and I'm just humming stuff like, on the time, you know, in the rounds, you know, because I was listening to Juvenile. And I just went in the booth I just did 4-bar cadences, bro. And when the beat changed, I like did best of both worlds. Like when the beat changed, I just started rapping how I rap. You know what I mean? Metaphor heaven, right? And then once the beat slowed down again, that's where you get stay down. Yeah, stay down. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it just worked out, bro. So when I wrote that first song, it was a rap. That shit like crack, bro. It's like crack, man. It's the most therapeutic thing you could ever do, dog. Like, and to get paid for it, to share with the world is unheard of, my nigga. Like, whether I get $100 or $1,200, you know what I'm saying, for a verse, you know? This shit's therapeutic, bro. Therapeutic.
Let me hit you with this, man. Let's say we have like a dream scenario, and you can work with. Yeah, let's do it like this. We're going to talk about mainstream artists. You can work with one living artist, one dead artist on the same song. So who would you collab with on that song?
One living, one dead?
Yeah.
I hate you, bro.
I know you do.
One living? Fuck. It has to be hip hop?
No. Nah, just mainstream period. You can switch it up if you want to go somewhere. I'll tell you mine. I'll answer you.
Okay, yeah.
I thought about this, and like the way, like my style is more lyrical, laid back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I do somebody like, and there's a whole bunch of different combinations for me, but I would think of somebody like Big Crit, and then I was torn between either Luther or Marvin Gaye on the hook. You see what I'm saying? Like,
one of the most soulful fucking songs ever.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, man, either way, that shit would be crazy. Like, so that's what I was like.
Damn, that's a hell of a combination. Salute to that. God, I'll probably cry if I heard the song, you know? Fuck, that
should be fire, though.
That'd be so fireful.
Yeah.
Shit, Capone, I'll probably do Living. I'll probably do. Oh shit, bro! I'm gonna just throw it out here. It'll probably change tomorrow, but Cole probably Living, just for what he stand for, right? And then Dead, bro. He's gonna probably have to be passed away. Probably like low key, like James Brown, bro. You know, real energetic and soulful is probably James Brown. I say Cole because of what he stand for, right? You know he got it. He ain't got to really put 8 chains on, and then you know he got it when he in the booth too. He don't got to prove that anymore. James Brown is just
entertainer.
And honestly, if you really want to dive into it, everybody be like, Wayne did 77 songs, bro. Have you seen James Brown's catalog?
Right.
Hardest working man in showbiz, you know? So he wasn't getting paid, unfortunately, shit like that. But he had, I don't know how many songs he got, you know? So his hustle, his soul, and the shit he was saying, you know, we all know like Big Payback and stuff like that, Man's World. But like his grit and hustle, Capone, yeah, that'll probably be my two. And that'd be a
mean ass combo right there.
Mean ass combo. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that was a tough one.
I'm telling you, man, I'm getting these questions just
I hate you, bro. Big Crit and Luther, bro.
That'd be some
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I was like, I thought about this. I was like, man, what would my answer be for this shit? And it could be a bunch of different answers, but Crit was the first one that came to my mind. Cole would probably be next, though, because I'm a Cole fan, like, huge Cole fan.
Yeah.
But what I want to know, man, let me look here. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. There's another hard question. So be ready. I'm just messing with you, man. When you back in JC, what's your favorite place to eat at?
Man, Poussin's, bro. Get real. Everybody know that. Easy.
Okay.
We get a little special, man. She, when she closed down that one time, she hurt her arm. She was closed down for like 2 months, and I have to go down there in the summertime because my mom was still there, and I come back from college. I just stayed there in the summertime. and she was closed down for like 2 months. Where I was like, hell no. But that's when like Ocho Rios opened and shit. So we just eat mad Jamaican. But I definitely say Poussin, bro. What you would say?
Poussin.
That's
Poussin.
Yeah. And you know my girl Korean, bro.
Is she really?
Jenny Korean and white. So she be sour.
Does she cook it? Does she throw it down?
She throw it down. She know how to make bulgogi, all that shit.
That's already.
Yeah.
Done.
So
yeah.
she be sour with me, bro. If I go eat at Poussin, she be pissed.
Oh, they be mad about that.
Pissed, bro. I'm like, look, that shit fire. The lunch special, bro, is over with. Low key, I used to go to Coach's too to get their little 50-cent tacos too, though.
My spot was another spot of mine. I don't know if you were there when they got there, but it's called Ponchos. So it's like we had that in Kansas City. So when it opened up in the Junk, I was mad excited because it's 24/7. So there's been plenty of times I've ran through there like 4:53, to get a burrito. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need one of them burritos, bro.
Yeah. So hey, bro, I seen something the other day where niggas was fighting in the restaurant or something.
I just seen that shit. My boy just tagged me in the video.
Was he fighting police or what happened?
You ain't seen the video?
I seen just the part where they tried to hem him up, and it took like 3 people to hem him up.
I'm gonna tag you in the video.
It's on. Okay.
I'm gonna tag you in the video because my boy tagged me in it earlier, and yeah, I watched for about 4 or 5 minutes. Like,
oh shit,
like
bro.
Straight up, dog. Straight up.
They hemmed him up?
Oh yeah. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse, and I don't know what led up to it either. So honestly, because that part was kind of cut off, but. Yeah, in the middle of Ponchos, bro. I'm looking at the shit like, man, y'all better not fuck up that little stand right there for the salsa on the shit, man. We trying to live out here. Hold up, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, niggas better not fuck that up, fool. I hate you. That's a fact, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ponchos is fire. El Tapatia used to be fire, too. Mm-hmm. Man, it was so many spots, man. But, yeah, Poussin is number 1, though, Capone, for sure.
How did you feel driving around JC last time you were there?
I feel like it's not the same. I went to 12th Street just to, reach out to some youth, you know what I'm saying? Ask them see what they was doing, and it was like 4 people in there, man. And it's better though, they need to help everything past 9th Street on, you know what I'm saying, the Wood obviously, or 10th Block, all that. They need to anything on the other side of that where Pizza Hut is. Them roads are paved, everything all nice, but you go past the school, nothing but potholes and shit. You know what I mean?
Major potholes.
Major potholes. You know what I'm saying? Clean it up, but I think that it's getting better. I heard they're supposed to build like a new high school. But I felt it feel good, bro, honestly. That's to answer your question. Yeah, man. Just to see the people, like see my homie JD, see Chuck, you know what I'm saying? Go holler at Mama Snipes or Mama Tina, rest in peace. Just to see them people, you know what I'm saying? It's always a good time. So, I enjoy it, man. It's like you get that small town vibe again, you know what I'm saying? So seeing that part of it is definitely good, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? You think it's
I'm kind of the opposite, man. Like I love seeing my people, but I hate seeing the town. Like the town itself, like some of the stuff that's closed down, like when I was in high school, is still standing with the same, like let's say like Pop and Go. You know what I'm saying? Like on Grand Avenue, all this shit on Grand Avenue that's closed is still standing with the same names on there. And nothing has happened. Nobody's trying to revitalize it. Like, to me, it feels like the town is dying a little bit. A lot of it, really. A lot of it, really. Because compared to, like, when I was coming up, like, I felt like it was thriving. And when I go back now, I know they thought all these troops were going to be coming back there or whatever. So they got all these houses, and it looks nice. But ain't nobody in them houses, and can't nobody afford them houses, unless you are in the military. So it's just like, it's just they made for people from the town.
Hell no. I was talking to one of my partners, man, and he was like, man, he was staying in the Bluffs, and he was like, man, I was trying to get a crib, I was trying to get a house, but he was like, it's too expensive, because he asked me how much I paid for mine and whatnot, and I was like, I told him, and he was like, bro, it was that cheap? I was like, yeah, for a brand new house. For a brand new house in Oklahoma, bro, you damn near competing with Georgia. That's how cheap it is, bro. And for us,
congratulations on that too, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. And I try to, like, me and you could talk off camera. I'm gonna definitely get a game on how to, you know what I mean, how to acquire one of these bad boys. You know, nothing illegal, obviously, but when I was talking to him, he was like, man, the price of the houses. It's like they basically trying to, like you said, keep it to where it's gonna be still separated. If you go past Ninth and you cross Pizza Hut and you go over to where Mark's shop is or where Baskin Robbins is, and you go that direction, like you said, bro, it should look. Come on, man. Like they ain't trying to help. You know what I mean? So, and now that you're saying like where Pop and Go is and everything like that, now that you mention that, it definitely does look pretty bad on that area. I didn't even
like,
think
I wish like if I ever like made like mad money or whatever, I would just throw some entertainment out there and see what would work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they really need, man.
Yeah,
that's all they really need is some entertainment. Like we still got a four movie screen theater. Like I think it's 2020 in this motherfucker. Dog. Like,
bro, niggas need to put
got
like
2 screens sitting right here.
2 screens,
like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, hey, I'm thinking in my head like, bro, this shit really still here? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just add on to this shit?
I remember having to wait for months before the black movie showed up in that motherfucking, man. Because they didn't want to show no black movies in JC because they thought we was going to be wilding the fuck out.
That's bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We just spoke on it with the restaurants. That's what keep it alive. And it ain't, you eating Korean food, you eating Jamaican food, you eating Mexican food. You feel me? Man, these motherfuckers, bro. I think you got the possibility though to change it because your voice, you know what I'm saying? So I think that you know, you on radio, a lot of people respect you. So I think that like, you know, and I can champion behind you, that's not a problem. But I think that like we could definitely like do something, whether it's small or really, really huge, we could definitely do something to change a part of that, man. And the reason why I say that is because we did that VFW thing and bro, we really packed that motherfucker out, bro. We really I shouldn't say we, you.
It was all of us. It was a group effort, man, because I couldn't have done without people performing and they seen you performing and they want to see you perform. So
yeah.
It's a group effort on that.
That shit was crazy, Capone, man. Like we really you know somebody else that did that?
I'm sure it's been done, man. The way I look at it though, this is like a step more than what you're thinking. But for us coming from Florida to be able to do that in Kansas,
right,
and then come back here, people is looking at us like, "Oh, y'all did that shit out of state." Like, bitch, we've been dope,
right,
you know
bro.
Like, we ain't do nothing different in Kansas than what we've been doing the last 6 years in Tampa. It's just one of them things. When you go out of town, do it, and to come back, people seem to respect it more.
You just did the realest shit ever. I came and, you know, the town loved us. You know what I'm saying? I love to come back. But when I came here, the amount of love I got, I'm like you said, you go out of town, and it's like they love me more than they love the people that was from here. You know? When I came to Oklahoma, they was like, oh, you rap, blah, blah. They like support me. And I'm like, nigga, your homie rap. And he from here. But like you said, bro, you go out of town and somebody see you moving right is when that love will come.
I don't know why, but people seem to recognize and I don't know. They seem to put more value on that. That's like if we're talking about like best players and it's only relying on rings. They seem to put more value on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
right. I was like, I walked in because you was like, I remember you hit me up. You telling me I got to be there in like 15 more minutes because everybody about to start. And I came in and gave my flash drive, and I just remember looking around and just on the performance side, seeing the tables damn near filled up. Not mentioning and you know I'm gonna come clean. Motherfuckers, it was so many people. Motherfuckers ran out of liquor. You feel me?
They ran out of water. They ran out of ice. They ran out of Coke. They ran out of everything. They had nothing left.
Only thing you could get was them nasty ass diet like Coke Zeros or some shit.
They ran out of that shit too. When we left, there was nothing left. There was nothing left. And you know, for people that don't know what the town is, 20,000? Probably about 20 now.
20. Okay, so I mean that's, bro, to pack that shit out. I don't think I'm trying to put in perspective for people that's gonna watch that never been in the town. Like, to pack that out on one of the biggest days that ain't for us, if you know what I mean, is not heard of. Because there's a big old festival for people that's gonna watch this. There's a big festival that happens at another place that I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? It's still good.
It's pretty much where Junction City gets a lot of their money from.
Right. They basically depend on that day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a huge concert. There's a lot of people. It's basically like a fun little small fair, essentially is what it is. But there's no hip hop acts. There's no R&B acts for the most part. And what Capone did with us, for everybody that's, you know, listening, he took local artists that are from Kansas that, whether they moved out or not, he took them, brought them back to Kansas after hours. So this is after the shit that happened the same day, and basically put together a bash. And that motherfucker was, if you walked in, you had to go back outside because you was sweating.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to
if you wanted to get a drink, you had to go to the other room, which was packed.
Right.
Fight through that crowd.
Right.
And then try to get to the drink, which took probably about 45 minutes each time.
Exactly. And that shit, and that made me believe more that what we got to offer there, no matter where we at, Hash in Denver, Show in Denver, Jew in Denver, you in FLA, me here in Oklahoma, what we got to offer the world if we came together, over with. It's over with. I don't think it can't be matched. And if we think about what we did, like with our favorites growing up, it wasn't no Jay-Z featuring Nas, featuring Capadonna, featuring Wu-Tang. That never happened, right?
Right.
So I never seen a Mizz featuring Weez, featuring Hash, featuring Red, featuring Drew. But we need to fucking do it. We need to do it.
That sounds easy.
It sounds
honestly,
easy.
Man, that sounds easy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just about execution.
Right. You reach out, keep reaching out. And me and Hash are doing it. And now Show, you're going to hear Mizz and Show. I can guarantee it's not probably going to be right away, but 3 months from now, 4 months from now, we're going to have records, bro. Quote me on this shit. And then it's going to be Show, Drew, Mizz, Hash, right? And just keep on going. And eventually people going to come to, we need to go to Kansas, specifically
right.
Junction. You know? Fingers crossed, my nigga.
Man, you just said a whole lot though, man.
Yeah.
Like that's real talk. That's a whole lot of real talk right there, man. I think that's gonna lead into this next track. I love this track right here too, man. Like
my favorite too,
bro. I love this track right here because it's just like it has the vibe and it just has that authenticity, like you're talking about, man. So, tell me, like, what were you thinking of when you wrote Eyes Open?
Shit, yeah, bro. That's one of my favorite songs I ever made. What I was thinking of in Eyes Open was your dreams, man. Like, if you have not been through a failure portion of your life when it came to this music, you ain't try hard enough. You ain't dream hard enough. You ain't envision yourself being on stage with 20,000 at whatever show. Then, or you didn't like when your homeboy hit you up and be like, "Hey, bro, they got some bitches." You be like, "No, I'm staying and right," and it end up being one of your biggest songs. For me, We On. Shout out to Crystal. or if you didn't like people telling you like, hey bro, you too seasoned to rap, you too old to be rapping, and then you put out one of the albums that gave you the most capital and the most income. Like, if you ain't never dreamed and think that you could do that shit, bro, it ain't for you. And that's what inspired Eyes Open, man. You know what I mean? Like, distant dreams feed my hunger. Like, lyrics help me feel younger. Like, I'm basically answering people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like if it's something that I feel like I can't attain, it just make me more driven. Does that make sense?
All the way.
Like, I think that I'm one of the, like, nigga, I think I rap, and it's gonna sound arrogant, and I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Before
you rap, you're supposed to sound arrogant though.
Yeah, you know, but I feel like when I rap, Capone, I feel like I'm 18. I feel like I'll fuck anybody up in the room, bro. I really do. Mm-hmm. Like, I got 6 tapes, bro.
Words don't have no age to them, dog. Like, that's the thing about
at all.
Man. And music is timeless, dog. So
Facts.
I feel you on that. I got this tat on my arm. Without struggle, there is no progress. So trust me, I feel exactly what you're talking about.
And look where you at, bro. You basically 1 foot or a foot and a half away from being a Charlemagne, bro. I really believe that. Or having a huge podcast, bro. I really believe that shit. You know what I mean? And people think it reflects.
Man, thank you.
Absolutely. And people think it reflects numbers. And like, I'm like, bro, social media numbers ain't, bro, how many interviews you said you did?
For this right here, you're number 8. But with the whole radio show and everything, man, I probably interviewed easily over 70 people so far.
Come on, bro. And niggas talking about, and the nigga might go on Facebook and be like, man, he only got 20 likes. Nah, nigga, that's 70 interviews in real life. Something about to shake. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Bro, it's so crazy, bro. Like, and I see it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll peek and I'll be like, I'm not even going to double tap on this shit for Capone thinking that I'm just you know what I mean? To think that I'm just on some, hey, he popping. Let me click now. Like, nah, bro. I'm listening to the interview. I seen the clip you tagged me in with the dude with the red fitted. I didn't even know him, and I didn't know he was an OG from the town. I never knew that shit. See what I'm saying? So I'm like in the process of like, because I be in my head a lot. Like, how can I reach out to him to possibly do something? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I can make that introduction for you if anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nothing right there because y'all both artists I believe in. Y'all both hold it down, so that's easy.
Bet. Say wrong with it. Yeah. It's, you know, just from that little clip I see, I was like, I fuck with dude. He giving you names and accounts, so you know it's the truth. You know what I mean? You can tell that off the dribble. So I'm like, yeah, I'll fuck with somebody like that. So, you know, I didn't mean to get off subject because you asked me about Eyes Open, but it's just the dreams, bro. No key, I got the video. I just haven't put it out, and this is something I learned too.
You bullshitting.
I'm gonna send it to you though. I'm gonna send it to you. I swear to God.
Please do.
I'll send it to you. And this, I'm gonna drop a gem too. Just like you told niggas about edited versions, make more than one video. Shoot more than one video and stash them. Yeah, that's
I like
another.
That.
Yeah,
I like that.
Don't shoot one video and push that motherfucker. Shoot your video, push it. You stop seeing it's not getting traction, you got 3 more ready.
Be ready to roll. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Already,
dog.
You gotta get ready, you feel me? So, blessings, man. I appreciate you for real, my G.
All day, man. All day. Let's go ahead and play this track, Eyes Open, one of my favorite tracks by Jay Mizz. Yep. I'll be right back after the flip.
Yes, sir. Sometimes I just close my eyes and open it, and I'm still in that same dream I've been having, man. It's crazy, you know? It's just a certain energy you have when you got places to go. Distant dreams feed my hunger, lyrics help me feel younger.
It's different, I walk light, knowing that it's demons among us. Stay weary every time I hear Mutombo's rumbling. Block my shine, a pouring mine, I just keep on coming. I'm a different breed of great Muhammad in 68, trying to lead my people, but they making me shake. I won't stumble nor break till I get my largest stake. Cooking words up so addictive, think the flow's heroin based. Ain't no night off, just me dropping Molotovs on these butterball rappers, yeah, they cotton soft. Barking up the wrong tree, had to get your dog mauled and your pussy took. That explains why my back got all these cat claws. Niggas so raw, Vince McMahon on y'all. Stunning like Stone Cold, excuse the wrestling bars, but ain't no rock bottom, just stone columns of a temple mind. Speaking words of poetry that's ahead of my time. Let's go back to the future with this black Marty McFly. With no chains on, cause I don't have a slave master's mind. And only that but too broke to. Spending money on Pro Tools, knowing these words that I spit is gonna get me out of this hell soon. Loosening the knot to people that I'm intertwined to. Ones that seem to hate are usually right beside you. You don't need a dictionary to know what defines you. Got a couple questions to ask, should I remind you? Know about bags under your eyes, cause you don't sleep enough. Seeing success in your grasp, but you can't reach enough. Skipping out on parties, girls twerking just ain't deep enough. Seeing Jay Mizz saying, damn dog, this could be us. Looking in the rearview when you see your past peeking up. Going bar for bar, cause they ain't really seeing you. Ain't shit for free, cause your soul already free enough. If the answer's no, then I guess that you don't dream enough. And I'm just dreaming with my eyes open. 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 Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, that is that jam, though, for real.
Thank you, man. It's my favorite.
That is that jam, bro.
Man, I was gonna do between me and you, man, I was gonna do the whole album like that. Yeah, man, I was penning, bro. I was penning shit, and I was like, man, you can't He's like, you can't just do that the whole album. I was like, sure I can. Why the fuck not? And Capone, he was like, you can't do that the whole album, bro. Motherfuckers gonna respect it, but you can't do that the whole album. He's like, you ain't gonna do no hooks or nothing. You just gonna go. But it worked out. It worked.
I love that track right there, man. So, what was the last thing I need to ask you, man? I had one more question for you. Oh, I know what it was. Explain the importance of branding, because I know you're starting to get into having your own clothes and everything, and your own movement. So, explain the importance of branding to me, real quick.
That's actually the part that's gonna get you in the door. You could probably make a mixtape now. Starting out, say you ain't got the income or whatever. You can buy beats for $20. $100, you got 5 beats. That's already half your album. So but for people to listen, and marketing is 95% of music. You're getting pennies from streams. You're getting pennies from videos. So your merchandise at your show, your clothing at your show, your posters at your show, your website traction, that's huge. Marketing's huge, bro. And people aren't buying into your music, they're buying into you. Right. So me personally, I'm fat. I like to eat. I hoop. I like sports. And I also like flavor, meaning I'll put something together that interests me and be the most authentic with myself with marketing, and it'll translate easier. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that marketing is definitely huge, bro. 95% of this is marketing, bro. And a lot of people don't have have the capital. At least they don't think they do. Have the capital component to make it, but you don't really need all that much because you got foot traffic. And I'm here to help the next person out. Like, you can get 1,000 flyers, bro. 1,000 flyers for like $70, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's next to nothing. If you go to the club every night, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. And not only are you touching people, but they feeling your presence. They know who you are, you know? So that's on the physical aspect of marketing. As for the social media component, you got to be a hound. You're the best example.
There's people that do more than I do, for sure.
Yeah. But you're doing the right thing. You're connecting. You're the best example I could use. You're connecting other people's interest. You already did 8, you said, right? I'm the 8th one.
Mm-hmm.
We all have 8 different type of styles, personalities that one person could grasp to. So social media is essentially a person building relationships that'll go way further than money. So when you on social media in your platform, that IG better be right. You better have your fucking, it's going to sound crazy, bro, but it's Instagram. It's photos. That's what it's for. You do videos on there. If you on Instagram, it got to be a fly pic, bro.
Right.
If you on Facebook, it got to be informative. If you on Twitter, it got to be informative. If you on Snapchat, it got to be a dope ass video. Simple as that, bro. And you're going to gain the traction you need, you know? And what people don't realize too, social media, you got to be like, bro, you're going to laugh, bro. You got to be a fucking thought. You're going to be in some DMs. You know what I mean? You better reach out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a conversation, you know, I'll be honest, with Jadakiss, and, you know, he was like, yeah, we could put you on the tape for a certain amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't prepared, though. I could be honest. I wasn't even prepared for it. I'm hitting him up like, man, I hope you like my music. He reached back out like, yeah, I do. And we could, you know, put you on. He's like, what you doing with your music? And I was like, man, I'm just trying to get it heard. And he was like, well, we can give you a placement slot for this amount. And I wasn't prepared, bro. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? And that's just an opportunity missed. You know what I mean? So definitely be in them DMs and definitely be prepared, man. Like, have some finances that you can definitely just wash away with. Feel me?
Yeah, it's not a free game by any means, man. You got to invest in yourself and your brand all the way. Like, anybody that thinks otherwise, that's one thing.
Yep.
Like, for real.
See, you got the Tone Capone with the mic.
Another already.
Yeah. Okay, I need that. You got a shirt, or do you got?
I haven't even made, and that's the whole reason I got on this one. I haven't made any of these shirts in years, but I'm about to start bringing them back out. So, when I do, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah, say less, bro. You know, and shout out to the Survival
already. So,
hash.bars.com. This my shirts. I actually sold out of my first ones and my second ones. And then I got I'm repping the whole squad. Then I got the Gold Boy. Feel me? That's
already.
That's my homie Juice. Yeah, it's my homie Juice. So, and they all from the town. You feel me? So,
yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. Give your people the social media info so they can follow you too.
Man, Instagram, friends call me Mizz. Jamal Stewart actually on the book, and on Snap is MacMall40. So that's MACMAL 40. And then we'll get it going from there. The website ain't had no more traffic, so I took that motherfucker off. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
What it is.
Yeah. Waves. You feel me?
That's what it is, bro. Yeah. Hey, man, Mizz, for real, bro. We could talk for like the rest of the afternoon, man. But I just want to say thank you for taking time out and being part of the Chronicles, being Book 8. And then, like I said earlier, man, thank you for helping me make a personal dream come true with having that event last year, too, man. So we're going to link up, man. You already know what it is, bro.
Let's do it, bro. And then I'm going to shoot you the video, too.
For sure.
All right.
For sure. Yep. All right, bro. Be easy, man. Take care of the family. Y'all stay safe, too.
You too, man. Blessings.
All right, bro. This is Tone Capone.
And DJ Spaceship.
And Saturday nights from 10 to midnight, we bring you Waves of the Bay. Right here on WMNF 88.5 Tampa.
With the hottest interviews, the hottest music.
You can submit your music for the Tampa Bay Watch segment at wavesofthebay.radio@gmail.com or follow us on all social media at Waves of the Bay.
Every Saturday, 10 to 12. Make sure you come and ride the wave.
Yes, sir.